Good afternoon. I'm going to be your instructor today. Can I ask you, what is your name?
Hello. My name is Khánh, Nguyen, uh, Khanhanh.
How old are you?
Well, now I'm currently 15 years old. I am in grade 10, and now I am studying uh, at a gifted school's name Nguyễn Huệ. It is far from here.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I do. I have a younger brother. He is he is 2 years younger than me, and somehow he is taller than me by a head.
Only the brother.
He's a brother, and let's just say he's pretty tall, but sometimes he is kind of like being an idiot at some situations. But most of the time, he is pretty fine with people.
Okay. Normal.
Yes.
I want us to talk about being patient. What do you do while you're waiting for something? For example, a bus, and why?
Well, while I was waiting for something, I think that most of the time uh, I would like use my phone and like doing some news, read some news on like the internet, or beside that, my father also recommend me to like use the internet that I have on my phone to do like either research or uh, buy something for my family.
Have you ever lost your patience while waiting for something?
Uh, yes, I have, and it happened recently. It happened like on Monday last week when my when I like got to my school, and then it was raining on my way back home, but like I have to use like one of those bicycle that can fold while like while I have like a pack of clothes and pack of like books and stuff from my school to bring back my home. So like it's pretty torture bringing them up back to the train station. And on my way back there, the bag got ripped off too. So everything like almost every clothes are uh, got wet.
Are you generally a patient person?
For most people, they would call me like I'm very a patient one because like how I act at my school, and they just see like a side of me where like I am like standing at some place waiting patiently for others to talk, and beside that, I'm like they know me as like one of the smartest ones, so they also think me as a patient one too. But I don't really think that I'm that much of a patient one because I can easily like be hot tempered at some situation too.
Are people in your country genuinely patient?
In my opinion, I think that most of them are very patient. For example, I would take my grandmother as an example. Like every day at home, she would wait patiently for like her grandchildren to come home and then cook dinner, lunch for us. And beside that, she's also hardworking, and so she like I would say that she do most of our housework. I'm so sorry, my grandmother, but she's very patient when like listening to her grandchildren talking about their school's daily life and like having some patient talk between grandma and grandchildren time.
I'd like to move on to part two. And the topic I'd like to give you to talk about would be to describe a thing that you did to learn another language. I'm going to give you 1 minute to prepare and then 2 minutes to speak. But don't worry if I stop you. All right, we're just going to move on to the next topic. So your time starts now. Okay, you ready?
Well, uh, the, a thing that I did for learning a language, especially English, is that I spend time practicing my writing and my reading skills every day. And also, I do that by using like using my phone to read newspapers and reading reading like online platforms too. It's also another way for me to learn English and also to like uh, find new vocabularies on it. And beside that, I also use like sticky notes as to like memorize words easier. And those sticky notes, I would like stick it on the most where I can see it easily. So it's kind of like a way for me to memorize it easier and to like uh, it's also like I also use like sticky notes that have like little shapes. It's also kind of like a way to promote my uh, imagination better, and it's and overall I would say that I'm pretty entertained by it and very happy to like learn English every day.
I'd like us to move on to part three. What are the advantages and disadvantages of learning a language?
Well, for me, that the advantages of learning another language, like English, is to help us to communicate better with uh, people, especially foreigners. And beside that, it's also uh, learning another language could also help us in traveling uh, and doing like our work in that country that we're learning in. For me, it's like I'm now right now I'm learning Russian so that I could find a a university in Russian, and it's also another way for me to like travel around the world. It's very fun, and for the disadvantages, I think it's like it requires us like discipline. Uh, it needs it needs us like to spend a lot of time and a lot of patience with it because like from my experience, I would say like my mother once told me to like learn Chinese or German, but because I cannot like find any entertainment in learning it, I just dropped it midway.
Some people think that technology has made it unnecessary to learn languages. What do you think?
I Well, it has two sides. On one side, it's like uh, because technology, like on phone or on any platforms, there's already like a translation. So people like from other countries, while they're speaking in their language, others can also use that translation, so that they can like understand what's in the context. And beside that, because the translation thing, it just makes some people like become lazier to learn another language, and it can like make some people think like have some weird thoughts on some words too. Like there's some words that is like sound just weird or maybe bad. Others will just use it as a joke too. So technologies can also be bad at that.
What difficulties do people face when learning a language?
Well, the difficulties that people can face when learning a language is that they can like they don't have the patience for it, and like when they learn it, they don't have like the place to use it more efficiently. Uh, like learning in Russian, you have to talk with Russian people so that so that you can like memorize the words better. And because like uh, most most students right now, or maybe like young young people, they don't like spend too much time outside. They just spend like on phone and stuff. It just kind of like it's kind of like a bad way for them.
What is better, to study a language alone or to study it in a group?
I think it's better to study in a group because like in a group you can actually practice with other people, and after that practicing, others can give you like reviews and tell you what's the mistakes you having. And beside that, they can also help you to improve your vocabulary. It's like kind of like a shared knowledge.
The last question I want to ask you, what's the best way to learn a language?
Well, for me, the best way to learn a language is probably like practicing in real life, speaking like straight face to face with the foreigners that they can speak it. For those, it's a good way for them like to like they know what to think, they know what to like use the words at a social time, and overall it's like that, I think.
Thank you so much for your time.